You guys, you remember that? Not so much then. My parents and I will remember this very well because that is the year that I went out to Indiana University to audition for the School of Music. And we drove through the blizzard at 8th grade, through the mountains of Pennsylvania, through the tunnels, and it took like 16 hours to get out there, which was really about like a 12-hour trip. So I thank my parents for that, because without that, I wouldn't be here today. They said, no, we're not going. But yes, so this piece of music, Into the Storm, was actually inspired by the storm of 93. This was a massive storm. I mean, it was insane. The storms we talk about today that are intense. This storm, at its height, went from Canada all the way down to the Caribbean. It dumped over 60 inches of snow through the Appalachian and Tennessee Valley. It dumped a foot of snow in Mississippi and Alabama, and even the Florida Panhandle almost saw half a foot of snow. Philadelphia recorded the most snowfall in a 24-hour period for the month of March. It was, for those of us who remember, it was a very, very intense storm. And like any storm, there will be an eye. And so in the middle of this piece, besides the intensity we start off with, and the ferocity, you will have a calming moment before Mother Nature storms back in with quite a punch to finish this piece. So I hope you enjoy our first selection, Into the Storm. very much. Our next selection, Pictures at an Exhibition. It's a suite of 10 pieces composed by Russian composer Modest Mussorgsky. It was composed in 1874. The suite Mussorgsky is most famous for is this piece, which was actually a piano composition, but it has been rewritten many, many times over for orchestra and other ensembles. Mussorgsky bases musical material on drawings and watercolors by Victor Hartmann, which were produced mostly during this artist's travels abroad. Hartmann had a sudden death that shook Mussorgsky along with many others in the Russian art world. He was only 39. The loss of the artist prompted a curator to organize a memorial exhibition of over 400 of Hartmann's works. That was held at the Imperial Academy of Arts in St. Petersburg. Mussorgsky was inspired by his friend's works and composed Pictures at an Exhibition. He quickly completed the score in just 20 days. The music depicts his tour of this exhibition, which each of the 10 numbers of the suite serving as musical illustrations of individual works by Hartmann. We will be performing a few of those this evening. We hope that you enjoy our version of Pictures at an Exhibition. That's a first. All right. So, for those who have been to our concert in the wintertime, you got to see the debut of this ensemble, because it changes every single year, and the noticeable growth that I've seen, and hopefully you have witnessed tonight from the concert in December, is tremendous. These students have worked extremely hard over the course of the year, and just really happy, especially how they're performing tonight. This is like A+ material here, folks. They're doing a really nice job. Some of these students will be moving on to the wind ensemble. Some will be moving on into the orchestra. Some are joining and continuing with us with the marching band, while others are going to continue working with me in this group. And I really do look forward to seeing them continue to grow. Many of these are freshmen and sophomores. See them continue to grow over the next 2 and 3 years and see what kind of leaders they're going to become and the musical contributions that they're going to have in the upcoming years. So I'm really excited for that. It's been a complete pleasure to work with them. They're a really great group of kids, and as I said, I'm really excited to see what the future holds for them. Our final selection for the concert band, now, they will be doing the combined number at the end of the piece with the wind ensemble, end of the concert. But our final piece is this group is Land of Make Believe. Debuted in 1973. For those who don't know Land of Make Believe, maybe you've heard of the name Chuck Mangione. Flugelhorn, Feels So Good. He did this album. It was actually his 8th album that came out, and he was a jazz artist. And it's a great album. There's a lot of great pieces on there. It's actually titled Land of Make Believe. So when you leave here tonight, hopefully you can go look it up, listen to this piece. You're going to want a second listening to it with the actual vocals, and then just listen to the other great pieces that are on that album itself. Esther Satterfield, she is the vocalist. She's outstanding. But for those who don't know this, I just wanted to take the moment. Back and forth. Do I want to read this or not? But I did, just so you can hear the words of this piece. It's a land of make-believe, so let your imagination run wild, and that's kind of what this is all about. When you're feeling down and out, wondering what this world is all about, I know a place that has the answer. It is a place where no one dies, a land where no one cries, and good vibrations always greet you. How I love when my thoughts run to the land of make-believe, where everything is fun forever. Children always gather around Mother Goose and all her rhymes. They fill the air with sounds of laughter, people dancing, their hearts filled with all the reasons why. You and I should learn the way of the land of make-believe and make this world of ours much brighter. I once asked the Wizard of Oz for the secret of his land. He said, just take a look around here. 7 dwarves and Little Boy Blue, Uncle Remus and Snow White too. And then Esther says, now that between us, that's what is known as integration. Jack and Jill are hard at work, helping children dream a while, and Snoopy makes smiles for grown-ups. All the elves are making toys. They are rich with all the joys of seeing happy kids at Christmas. We are waiting to help you find the dream made just for you. In a few words, let's just say that the answer to your quiz, imagination, is the secret. Hear the music of the band. It was written in our land. For what's a song but someone's dream? In your world, there was a king. He once said, I have a dream. Now that man is a man who knew the secret. Dreams are really the thoughts that you have hidden in your heart. When you start a brand new day, let your heart show you the way and make a dream or two come true. How I love when my thoughts run to the land of make-believe, where everything is fun forever. Please give us a moment as we reset the stage here for the orchestra. We're not going to close the curtain so you can see all the behind-the-scenes magic. Okay, this is our orchestra. It is a combination of our wind ensemble and string ensemble. This way the students don't have to pick and choose between two different ensembles, but they get the best of both worlds. It's been started off as just a combined group after school, then before school, during lunches, and now we have it so both schedules line up and we can actually trade off during the week to have the full ensemble combined. Mr. Nick is a great asset in helping out and preparing the winds and percussion, and I, of course, am on the string side. We took the Lord of the Rings selection here to the Teen Arts Festival in March. The kids performed very well. They received distinguished 5s all the way down the board in all captions. We're extremely happy and proud of their performance, and we'd like to give you an encore here today so that you can enjoy the hard work of this ensemble's efforts. Thank you. Okay, we're not going to close the curtain. Okay, you're going to watch the wind ensemble lead. We're going to reset up here for the string ensemble. So give us a few minutes. finishing the repositioning here. SLAVA is the first selection we will be performing with the string ensemble. In translation, it means glory. It is a setting to an old national Russian hymn. The theme is typically performed in coronations, and you'll be quick to recognize the majestic nature of this hymn.
Thank you. Danza. The composer derived the word danza from the word dance. Dance in all cultures serves as a means of individual expression for humans throughout all the ages. He was inspired by various European folk dance themes when he was writing this composition, and we hope that you feel the same. Maybe tap your toe while you are listening. Danza. Thank you. Lazarus Viola. Henry Fillmore was best known for his marches and his novelty music in the turn of the century, 20th century, that is, 1900s. He attended the Cincinnati Conservatory of Music, and upon completion there, he went on to be composer. He also went on to become a bandsman. He actually wrote for the circus. And the nature of this song, which you'll hear, is a type of a rag. He will, he definitely plays around, and you'll definitely want to hear the upbeats, the syncopations, and just the toe-tapping music that goes along with it. Something you're going to hear in this song is a glissando. A glissando is when a string player slides their finger on the string while it's vibrating. And it mimics the sound that a trombone would make when they are pulling the slide up or down as well. John Philip Sousa, who is known as the March King, unfortunately Henry Fillmore has always been, no pun intended, the second fiddle to John Philip Sousa. But John Philip Sousa really enjoyed a particular rag, and it was called Lazo's trombone. In this arrangement, the violas have taken, and the cellos have taken on that role of the trombonist, Lazo's viola.
May I have you on the piano over here? Good. Just a little bit.
Thank you. Let's see here. Next up, we have the Lion King, Elton John, Hans Zimmer. He names it. Probably should know Elton John. Hans Zimmer has written a lot of movie scores. He's kind of taken somewhat of a role of John Williams on some major blockbusters. But going back to 1994, early in his career, he was teaming up with Elton John for the musical score for Lion King. 1994. These kids weren't even born yet. Right? And surprisingly, next year, I heard Disney's coming out with the 25th anniversary edition of Lion King. That makes you feel a little bit older. I told you they would grumble. All right. Surprisingly, this animated film was the #1 box office for ticket sales in 1994. Won the Academy Music for Best Original Musical Score. It also won Golden Globe Awards for Best Motion Picture for Musical or Comedy, as well as Best Original Musical Score. Enjoy this medley as you can hopefully remember the tales of Simba and his friends as only told by the way that Disney can do it. 9 o'clock yet? We're getting there. All right. I'd like to recognize our seniors, as this will be their last time performing on stage here. We have Mr. Andrew Pye. You can stand on up. Miss Christine Shee. Miss Gia Romero. Mr. Ryan Chan. And already standing, Mr. Dan Panis. I want to thank them very much for 4 years of making wonderful music together, so they will be missed. And I'd like to thank you as an audience, as this will be my last time here on stage. I've been up here for a while, I apologize. But I hope you enjoyed the concert so far. The wind ensemble will be up after us. We will close out our selection here with Shepherd's Hay. It's one of the best known compositions by Mr. Granger, who was an Australian piano prodigy, went on to become a composer, lived a few years in England, and then at the start of World War I, he actually moved to America, joined the U.S. Army as a bandsman, and when his time was up, he became an American citizen. During that time, he was doing compositions, and Shepherd Hay was one of those compositions, taking back his time from England. Shepherd's Hay is a Morris dance where you have fluid groups working in and out in conjunction. I told the kids it's kind of like country line dancing-ish, kind of give them at least some type of a perspective of that. And what you're going to recognize is that the melodies will be intertwining. The melodies and counter melodies will be kind of working their way in and out and alternating and shifting as the piece goes along in a very whimsical way. So I hope that you enjoy our version of Shepherd's Hay. And also, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for coming out here tonight, as we are 21 years into teaching now, and they've been going to concerts since 1984. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Give us a moment for transition. Have a great summer break.
That piece, I'm like a man of many words, Avatar. Next piece, Spitfire. Yeah, that's a little challenging, that piece. Very cool piece, very, very challenging. They did a great job. I appreciate it, gentlemen, ladies. While they're resetting, we're going to play our next piece is a combination of Spain and Ole. Two tunes, La Fiesta and Spain from Chick Corea. Another difficult tune. These guys are doing a great job this year. They had a lot of fun with this. I hope you enjoy it. At this point, we're going to do two things. We're going to bring out the concert band people, and I'm going to have our seniors stand up in the wind ensemble. Lauren Rosenberg, Fume Zhang, Taylor Godfrey, James Frangioni, Carolyn Cover in the back playing timpani, and Dan Panis over here, long-haired hippie freak somewhere around here. So. Yeah, we're going to close out with a combined number with concert band and wind ensemble. Kind of cool, having everybody out here, having a few more musicians, really neat. We're going to do Ameriea The Beautiful, as soon as everybody gets settled. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming out this evening. It's wonderful to see a good audience out here. I know the students appreciate it, as well as I do. And as usual, my speech is, please keep music in our schools, and please keep supporting our programs and keep supporting your children, in those programs as much as you can. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for coming out this evening while I switch my phone over to turn your lights on. Oh, somebody's back there. Nice. Very good. I don't have to do it from my phone. Thank you once again, and please be safe this weekend. Have fun, be safe, and all that good stuff. Good night. Thank you again.